January 2nd, 2026, first YouTube video of the new year. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you're subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for the support in 2025. I'm excited to grow this page with you, help you guys out, motivate, inspire, do everything I can to make sure that you guys are all successful in your journeys, whatever that may be in your fitness journey. So to kick off this video is going to be about basically a day in my life today. We're moving at the end of the month to Southern California from Springfield, Oregon. So I got a ton of shit on my Notion to-do list that I'm going to break down with you guys. And we're also going to walk through how I built my own training program, my own training protocol that I verified through my coach, made sure it hit all the marks that we need so we can have a successful year. And that'll be the YouTube video. It's going to be kind of sick. I'm excited for it. Be the first one I've done like this. Let's not make it too long. Let's get into it. Little intermission before we get started, but I want you to know how important this kind of intermission is on a day-to-day basis. Get your poops in. All right, let's go through my little... Whoa! Almost totally just ate shit there. Want to walk through my Notion checklist so you guys kind of know what's on the agenda for today. So, eat all meals, morning walk with Terry, did that, 30 minutes of cardio, take supplements, post 3 times a day, TikTok, Instagram. I think I've got one up right now for each. 10,000 total steps, building consistency day 22 on my school community, post GM tweet on Twitter. I also heavily engage in crypto Twitter, and I also really like to post fitness stuff on there too. I got to call Allegiant Airlines to schedule, or rather, reschedule a flight to Vegas. I got to call Ziply Fiber, cancel me internet. And then we've got Upper One on the agenda, and we got to go to the storage unit to organize/repack. So pretty busy day here. Let's pull up what Upper One looks like real quick so you guys have an understanding of what the new training program is going to be for myself. Let me pull it up real quick here. Boom. Okay. Week 1, we got Upper One, Lower One. It's a 5-day split. Got the breakdown, got my programming, weights, reps, etc. So this is what it looks like from a very broad perspective. Let's start breakfast, and then while I'm eating breakfast, I'll kind of break down what this is, what this looks like a little bit more. Breakfast is simple. Yogurt, oikos, we're reducing from the ratio to the oikos. Got to get rid of those calories. Got our bagel, got our eggs. Very easy. 1, 1, 3. We're going to time-lapse chef this, but just so you guys know, I put just that. That's it. What is that? That's not even like 2 grams of oil in there. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to lose half an egg stuck to the side of the fucking pan. If you have that issue, hate to tell you, bud, but you're losing a lot of protein within that. All right, so we get just a little bit of oil so everything stays slick. Everything from here on out is going to be a time-lapse little video now. All right, we've got breakfast made, ready to go. Oikos, 3 eggs, bagel. Currently on the phone for my marketing consulting gig right now. I'll break down the program here. 1 sec. Okay, let's break down the program a little bit more. I just recorded 15 minutes without this thing even being on. Fucking sick. So hyped about that. So it's going to go a little bit quicker. Week 1, we got 5-day split. Every week is the same in terms of like, set rep ranges, tempo, aiming for progressive overload, etc. Goal is to RPE 7 to 8 for every set. If we can, try to fail. Not the overall goal out the gate right now, just because I am super low calorie and I'm not trying to grow. So I just need to get good stimulus. So we've got tempo of 2 to 3 seconds eccentric, 0 second isometric hold, 1 second concentric, 0 seconds isometric hold. So just a simple little tempo. I like that. It works well. I personally am a heavy believer that if you're not controlling the eccentric, you're likely not growing. So yeah. Okay, let's break down kind of the exercises I chose. All of these exercises are really simple. There's nothing special here. They're all just meant to hit the desired muscle group. Like I don't care to hit, for example, like spider curls, like dumbbell spider curls. That whole setup is annoying. I'm just gonna do close grip curls, close grip easy curl bar. Simple, right? So that's kind of how I lead in my program. I'm thinking of just the exercises that I enjoy, exercises that I know that I work well with and that my body engages properly with. And I know that I have really good form. So machine calves raise, starting with that because I really need to pull up my calves. And so we're starting there. We're getting a little bit extra volume on machine calf raise or just calves in general. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, standard progression, standard set rep range, nothing crazy there. And then we've got incline Smith machine bench press, incline hammer strength isolateral press, and the machine shoulder press, all at 2 sets of 6 to 8 2 working sets of 6 to 8 reps, and 1 back off set of 10 to 12 reps. So again, no crazy exercises here, just sticking to the basics, but making sure that our intensity is high and overall output is through the ceiling. Then we're moving into our accessory movements here. Seated DB, lateral, machine pec fly, tricep push down. I know those set rep ranges are a little weird. I'm just kind of trying something different. Want to feel like, just how does it feel if I start lighter and I work heavier versus if I start heavier, or if I work within a rep range instead of targeting a specific number. I'm just having fun. After you spend like 8 years doing this stuff, you got to try to do different things: drop sets, back off sets, compound sets, isometric holds, changing your tempo, whatever it might be. I'm changing the amount of volume. That's about it. So I basically kept the same type of structure throughout the whole program, and I just switched the exercises. So the main goal is to figure out, for starters, when you're building your own program, is to what's the goal? Ask yourself that. What is your goal? If your goal is to build hypertrophy, well, then you probably want to, work within the rep ranges of 6 to 12. If your goal is endurance, then you probably want to work above 15 reps, above 12 reps. If your goal is purely strength, then you probably want to work beneath 5 reps. And obviously within those ranges, you're going to choose the weight that works best for you. If you're going for hypertrophy, you want a progressive overload. So you want to be adding weight to every time you're doing that exercise if you can, or changing the tempo, or changing the rep range. When it comes to endurance, picking a weight that allows you to feel strain, but not so heavy to where you can't get 15 reps at least, for that endurance aspects. For strength, you don't want to choose a weight that's too light, because then by the time you get to the top set, 5th rep, whatever it might be, it's pretty easy. It's not really a struggle. Therefore, you're not really putting on any strength. So kind of ask yourself those questions. What is your goal? The goal with this program was to maintain muscle mass, grow a little bit new muscle mass, main gain, while I maximize testosterone intake and food and rest. That was the goal with this. I knew that I wanted to increase my volume, pick up my tempo, pick up my intensity in the gym. So I added a little bit extra volume, a little extra exercise. I'm doing like 5 exercises. Now I'm doing about 7. So a lot more, in my opinion. Now, when it comes to leg days, I used to split my leg days, quads, hamstrings. Works great, worked fine for me. But now that we're going to step on a classic stage, I'm going to start combining my leg days again, quads, hamstrings, and glutes all in one day. So just to give you kind of a rundown on what a lower day looks like. This is going to be more of a hamstring focused type of leg day. So we've got machine calf raise, RDL as the main movement, glute bridge second, and then we move into a leg press, leg curl, adductor, and then leg extension. So this leg press and leg extension are going to be more of the quad type of situation. Leg curl, glute, RDL is posterior chain. Abductor, we're going to be working our ass with that. Then that's arms, but let's go to lower two real quick. For lower two, we've got belt squat. So this is going to be more of a quad focused belt squat to squat to start. Well, Bulgarian split squat. This is going to be hamstrings, glutes, and quads. More so glutes and quads. Leg press, more quads. Leg extension, quads. Leg curl, hammies, adductor, inside of the legs. So, you know, as you can see, like it's still kind of like there's like a focus. Like this is more of a quad focus. This one is more of a hamstring focus. But I combined more exercises and made sure that there were, you know, a mix of both. Now let's walk through kind of the arm day. I need to pick up my arms, and if you notice that like on my upper day, I still have a tricep push down doing one arm exercise just to get a little bit more volume in there. Same thing with my upper back day, or upper two, back, erectors, biceps. We've got DB curl in there. But for the strict arm day, we've just got a lot of volume, and I added, you know, a little bit more exercises here. I wanted to make sure I was just doing 3 by 8 to 12. Believe it or not, I don't care who says that this is bad. This is such a good little hypertrophy set rep range. People overcomplicate this shit so much. Just do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Try hard, keep the intensity, increase the weight, and you're gonna put on mass for years. You don't need to be changing your fucking workout every 6 months. Like, this is the first time I've changed my program in like a year and a half, and I'm doing the same exercises. It's the same exercises, just slightly different rep ranges. That's about it. Yeah, and then upper back day. The only thing I added in here that is different is the Kelso shrugs. Gonna get on those. So that's kind of how I made my program. After I made this program, I sent it over to my coach to get verified, made sure that I was, you know, checking myself, because even though like I'm pretty knowledgeable, I'm a decent expert, I am not like the all-knower, I'm not 100% perfect. Everybody can be improving in this space constantly, so I'm constantly trying to learn, and I'm gonna verify everything that I do with my coach, and that's that. So super cool. I'm excited to give this program a try. If you're interested in kind of, you know, walking through what a program would look like for you, comment below. I'm happy to, you know, make a YouTube video, maybe like, oh, like an example program for somebody who is, you know, skinny, on the skinny side, wants to put on weight, is a little bit taller, and, you know, doesn't have a ton of money, you know, just certain things to where it's like, okay, I can kind of create a good program for you based off of your life and what you need. So if you're curious on kind of what that looks like, so we can have some fun, just shoot the shit, comment below, let me know, and maybe I'll make a video on it. Let's see. All right, so we broke our program down. Now from here, we're gonna finish up our breakfast, and then we're gonna do cardio. What are we gonna do first? We're gonna finish breakfast. We're gonna take our supplements. We'll take our supplements. I won't break those down in this video, and then we're gonna call Ziply and Allegiant Airlines, and then probably head to our storage unit. So let's get after it. All right, let's move on with our day. We're gonna take our supplements right now, and then we're gonna cross off some of these other things. Start out ubiquinol CoQ10. Krill oil. Got to get those fatty acids in. 1,200 milligrams. Grab the wrong cinnamon. Ceylon, no, we won't go there yet. Probiotic. Arjuna extract. Blood pressure. Ceylon cinnamon, blood glucose. I need a glass of water. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Where's my D3? Wait. There we go. I was missing a couple things. D3K2. Get this in the system. DHEA. All right, we're going to take this group first. Got a good amount of pillies here. Okay. Okay. That was group number 1. Let's move on to group number 2. Liver HD, or Liver Revive MD. Got 4 of those. Berberine, more blood glucose. And get 1,000 milligrams of that in. And then lastly, aged garlic extract, more heart health. All right. And that sums up our pills here. Now we gotta take our little on here, like this. You guys are watching me record the smaller version of Day in the Life for the other social media. Boom, boom. Ooh, don't want to let those sit for too long. That's grody. All right, that's all my supplements. Boom. Check. Checked off the supplements. All right, moving. We're moving on. All right, GM tweet is going up right now. We go post. Boom. Let's go mark that off. Post GM tweet. Boom. All right, posted building consistency day 22 in school community. Building consistency day 22. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that I've made it this far. These little posts I've been making have kind of been just like motivation, what it's like to build consistency, and just kind of day in and day out. So if you're curious on what that looks like, shout out to my school community. Give it a follow. Links in the bio. Let's mark this off too. Boom. Calling the hell hotline right now. All right, well, they told me just to go on my app and cancel it, and that's what I did. So, super weird, because when I was on the app earlier, it told me to call them. Whatever. Calling Ziply Fiber next. Canceling that off the list. Man, we're working through this, huh? Boom. For those of you that don't know, this is Gus. I'm on hold right now with Ziply, so we're going to introduce you to Gus. Hello, buddy. Gus was in the garage all night last night. He got locked in the garage. It was cold. He's okay, though. All right. Fiber internet has been canceled. Unfortunately, I guess they do like the billing where it's like you pay for the month after you've had the month, which makes sense. So just had to pay $45. No big deal. Boom. Mark that off the list. We're working our way through it. So now we've done all the bullshit that requires very little effort and very little time. Now we're going to go and we're going to do this one. Storage unit organization and repack. Got everything else working here. This will be done by the end of the day. I'll do this post upper workout, and this will come just existing. So let's get to it. Unfortunately, the fiber company shut off the entire house. So I'm trying to get that restarted before I can move on with my day now. Yay. Quick Walmart stop. Grabbed a power core and some Uncrustables. We'll change things because I'm going to turn in some change. But got these in replace of the meal that I would have at home, which is 2 scoops of whey isolate, 42 grams of protein for $2.30. The whey isolate I would use is 110 grams per serving, 220 total calories. So pretty close, minus 8 grams of protein and substituting that with a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat in here, which is okay because I actually need that to supplement the rest of the carbs and fat that I need from this. So one of these is 210 calories at 28 carbs. So I usually have a buttermilk English muffin, which is about 230 calories, 35 carbs. So we're pretty close, really doing our best to match the situation here. And yeah, it'll be super effective. That's the kind of stuff that you can do when you know that how your food works within your body, how your food works within your diet, and how macros function. Right now, storage unit, we are going to organize this stuff, put all of the things that are going to enter the, fix that real quick. Put all the stuff that's going to enter the U-Haul first towards the front, and then everything else in the back. That way it's just boom, boom, super easy. Right now, we're trying to condense boxes, figure out exactly, do we need all of these boxes? What can we throw into, one thing? How can we condense? Right now, there's kind of shit everywhere, not really, but we're going to make it a little bit better. So let's make it happen. And then after this, we're going to head straight to the gym, staying busy. We're running behind like crazy today. I'm not going to record anything about this workout. Just know that I'm going to hit upper body, and I'll see you guys at home and we'll break it down. We're all done. Finished up upper body. Had to go a little quicker than what I wanted, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get you guys a little bit of a, I don't know. Can you see this? See me?
Yep.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Am I in it?
Yep, you're in it.
Pretty good pump. The goal was just to get good blood flow, start building back that intensity, and I think it was pretty solid. Honestly, it was a little bit longer, probably more volume than I'm used to right now, but I'll get used to it. I'll give it like a solid month try this program before I switch anything up here. Like a cramp in my arm. Not bad. Drenched my shirt. That's good. Gotta go home, finish up steps, finish up cardio, and wrap up this video. We're home, emptied out the truck. Alexa's cooking some ground beef right now. We're gonna get meal 3 in. Busy ass fucking day. Super busy. Got some of my boxes over here that I've kind of prepped a little bit. I gotta get those fiber optic cables into a box. We're gonna hit cardio right now, and that's what I got you guys here for, because we're gonna get cardio. And then right now we are currently at, how many steps we got? We got 75-17. So we have 2,500 steps left to get. That's about 25 minutes on the treadmill, just walking, speed 3. So yeah, let's finish it out. That's how we'll end this video. I walked through my program. Oh, crazy chest day. I'll kind of talk about that a little bit. Felt really good. The volume was up. I didn't push crazy weights. That wasn't the goal. Goal is really, it's just to feel, good again and build that consistency back and increase the volume and increase the intensity. So leading up to this program, I was just simply, kind of dicking around a little bit, just doing what I like, exercises that I enjoy, set rep ranges that I enjoy, weights that felt good. That was kind of my goal. So that's what I did. And now I've switched that program to better match the end goal, which is to now start building back all of that strength that I lost, start implementing more volume, and get back to homeostasis. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm trying to fix this right now. It's a bit challenging. All right. Oh, I don't want you guys to be crooky. Here, let's get this going. Let's move this closer towards the center there. And then let's just go like this, I guess. Is that even working? We're going to keep the garage open so you guys can see me a little bit. It's kind of light outside. Makes it a little bit better. Let's see. I don't have the table that was here to set you guys on top of anymore. So I guess we'll just come at it from an angle and we'll keep that open. We're gonna take a little ripper right now because we've had an extremely productive day and we deserve a little ripper right now. Got my rain. Let's see. Treadmill has been fucking with me. We're gonna go straight to the cardio, 30 minutes, incline 4, speed 3.8. Let's get this ripper. You guys can probably see me over in the corner. All right. I'm not gonna, so I dropped the bowl piece last night and it fucking shattered the little thing that you hold to rip it out. And I cut my finger. I did not feel good. I like to smoke, if you're curious, I like to smoke heavy indicas. It's my thing. I also like to smoke super tweaky sativas. Tweaky sativa is like one of my favorites. Just a classic sour D. Gets me going. Love it. But right now I'm smoking on my homie's Zangbanger. It's pretty fire. He shot me a unit. Big homie shit. Love him. Appreciate him. All right. You guys can't see the bong water. It is extremely dirty. I don't know. Maybe you can. All right. Nice. Got my other phone here. Kind of show you guys a little bit right here. Quick behind the scenes. Let's throw this guy on. Let's get up to our speed here. There we go. Right out the gate. Straight to 3.8. Straight to 3.8. Crazy. All right. So, let's see. Little breakdown of my workout, mental breakdown. First exercise with the incline Smith machine, and I set up. I always fuck up how I set this machine up just because the chair. The machine is crooked and it throws me off with how the chair should be. So setting up the fucker is like 10 minutes in itself. Got that done. Chest was feeling really good today. I felt like I had a really good depth in my shoulders. I felt like I was able to get my elbows in a good slot to where it didn't click my shoulders on the way down. I have a little bit of an issue with that where sometimes I'll move my elbow around, it'll come back as I'm coming down and my shoulder will click. And that's what usually tells me I gotta fix that. So went through those mental checks, fixed all that out the gate, locked in the form, and then really my muscle connection today was pretty good. I would give it like a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. I don't take pre-workout right now. I haven't taken pre-workout regularly at least. I haven't taken regularly in probably a little over a year, or maybe a year at this point. I think you get to a point in your fitness journey where you just don't even fucking care anymore about pre-workout, and just getting to the gym is enough at the end of the day. But that's not to say that pre-workout isn't extremely beneficial towards your health, or not your health, but your workout. Food's ready? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do my cardio. Can you just make a bowl for me, please? 6 ounces, and yes, please. Thank you. All right. Well, lunch is ready. I probably should eat that. Yeah, I probably should, but I also really need to get this done. Fuck it. We're gonna do this, and then we'll just double stack a meal later. That's no problem. Oh well. Yeah, so don't really
don't really use the pre-workout right now, and I still had a really good mind muscle connection. Got to make sure you're obviously hydrated, plenty of carbs, feeling good. Pre-workout's just something that I guess, you know, it's a little bit of an oomph, especially if you're new to the gym. Pre-workout's fucking awesome. Feels like crack. It's great. But if you're like nearly 10 years in, I don't know, a lot of people have taken enough pre-workout to make an entire city tweak out for a year. So that's kind of where I'm at. I've taken plenty. I'm good for now. I'll let my adrenal glands rest. Yeah, so after the Smith incline machine, we went to the isolateral hammer strength. This one, where you're seated and you got individuals. It's a converging. I really like a converging isolateral press. Feels good. Same thing there. Great arm slot today. Good mind muscle connection. Just really felt my chest on a different level today that I haven't felt probably since like June, maybe May of last year, 2025. That sounds weird to say now. Yeah, that was awesome. Shoulders felt good. I feel pretty weak on my shoulders. I've never been super shoulders, like never had really good shoulder strength. I don't really prioritize that simply because my shoulders kind of just blow up. So never prioritized it. We're changing that this time around. We're prioritizing it. We've got shoulder press and lateral raises in the same program in the same day. So today we went Smith incline press, incline hammer strength iso, machine shoulder press, and then DB seated lateral. So, and then after that we did a pec fly. So really kept the blood focused up top here, and the pump was just fucking awesome. Again, with no pre-workout. Pure, just overall rating for the workout today, give it like a 7, a 6, 8, 7. That number will pick up as I get deeper into this program. I was a little bit on a speed, trying to go quicker today. So I didn't probably focus as much as I could have. I didn't nail the tempo as much as I could have. And yeah, that's okay. Keep progressing, keep getting better. Not every day is gonna be perfect. Today didn't go as planned. So fucking what? Oh well. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll just keep crushing it and keep inching closer towards our goals. I know for a fact that by the time February rolls around, I'll be probably clear six pack, probably be about 178, 175, and ready to fucking grow. And that's where I think, I don't know, fuck it. I really want to do like a slight dirty bulk just because I have the ability to stay lean. I'll keep up the cardio. Just got to throw in those extra calories. I want to get absolutely massive. So that's what the goal is for this upcoming year. Then we'll see if I step on a stage come the end of next year. We'll see what happens there. Yeah. So I think that's a good spot to probably close this video out. I basically marked off everything for the day. I'll take you guys in here shortly, and I'll show you guys everything that we got done on the checklist. As I said earlier, that kind of wraps up a day in the life. What time is it? It's 3:20. Most of my day is done before 3 o'clock now, which I really like. That's the perks of getting up early, I guess, and getting started, and also running your own business. Yeah. Next YouTube video is going to be about, I don't know yet. I don't plan this out. It just happens when it happens. All right. Checklist. And boom, 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 boom,
You know I'm gonna do this one. You know I'm gonna get it done.